Hi, I'm Lou Jean Chicks. I am a mindfulness-based stress reduction teacher at the UW Center for Mindfulness. Welcome to the Go Red Girlfriends Challenge. Thank you for being a part of that today. I'm going to be offering a little introduction to the mindfulness practice and then lead you through some very short guided meditations, a sitting meditation, and a short body scan. You only have moments to live. As Nadine Stair, 85 years old, looked back on her life, she said, "Oh, I've had my moments, and if I had to do it over again, I'd have more of them. In fact, I'd try to have nothing else, just moments, one after another, instead of living so many years ahead of each day." We really do only have moments to live. Each moment is a new beginning, a chance to start over, to tune into this moment with things exactly as they are, without trying to change anything. And we are paying attention. We can watch what our mind is up to from moment to moment, watch our emotions, watch sensations in the body. We can watch all of these things, and we can let them go without getting caught up in them. Through this mindful way of being, we can make room for new ways of seeing old problems, for seeing the interconnectedness of things. When we start paying attention a little more closely to the way our mind actually works, we may find that much of the time our mind is more in the past or future than it is in the present. As a result, in any moment, we may only be partially aware of what is actually occurring in the present. We can miss many of the moments we have to live because we're not fully here for them. Unawareness can dominate the mind in any moment and can affect everything we do. We find that much of the time we're really on automatic pilot without being fully aware of what we're doing or experiencing. We are only half awake. And living in a chronic state of being half awake causes us to miss much of what is most beautiful and meaningful in our lives. In the 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction program at the UW Center for Mindfulness, each 2.5-hour class explores the practice of being mindful and how we can begin to manage stress through the lens of mindfulness. We are not necessarily eliminating our stress, but we can greatly reduce our level of stress, bringing about the opportunity for meaningful and lasting change in our lives. This program was developed by Jon Kabat-Zinn and is explored in his book, Full Catastrophe Living. Formal mindfulness meditation practices are taught in this program: a body scan meditation, sitting meditation, walking meditation, and some gentle yoga practice. There's also the opportunity for informal mindfulness practice in daily life. Over time, as one practices mindfulness, formally and informally, it becomes obvious that mindfulness is not simply a way of doing. It is a way of being with yourself and with life. This way of being is also cultivated through 7 attitudes that are the basic theme for each class: beginner's mind, trust, letting go, non-striving, non-judgment, patience, and acceptance. As we explore these 7 attitudes, we also begin to see that how we relate to whatever we are experiencing has a great effect on our level of stress and how we choose to cope, particularly in the face of difficult emotions, thoughts, and physical challenges. Closely linked to the mindfulness practice is compassion. Compassion for ourselves as well as others. There cannot be mindfulness without compassion, and there cannot be compassion without mindfulness. In this 8-week program, we explore compassion, loving kindness, and forgiveness as another facet of leading a mindful life. There are CDs available for guided meditation practice and contemplation centered around mindfulness that can be used for your own independent practice. There is a set of CDs by Jon Kabat-Zinn entitled Guided Mindfulness Meditation that offers a guided yoga practice, sitting meditation, and body scan meditation. There is also a CD by Sharon Salzberg entitled Guided Meditations for Love and Wisdom that offers guided meditations on compassion and loving kindness. Both of these CDs can be found at the Sounds True Company at SoundsTrue.com. For further information about the Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction Program at the UW Center for Mindfulness, visit uwhealth.org. Type in mindfulness in the search box, and then go to the link for classes MBSR. I'd like to guide you now through a short sitting meditation. So coming to a sitting position that allows you to be alert and closing your eyes if you would like. And following the sound of the bells into stillness and as a means of going inward. And as we begin this sitting meditation, it's important to remember that you don't have to experience anything in particular. This is a practice of just allowing ourselves to be. Taking a deep inhale and then exhaling deeply, moving as much air out of your lungs as you can. And then returning to your normal rate of breathing, whatever that is for you. Noticing the points of contact with the chair or the cushion if you're sitting on the floor. Sensing the feet on the ground. The sitting bones pressing into the chair. Your hands resting in your lap. And guiding our attention now to the fact that we are breathing. Allowing your breath to move naturally. Sensing the movement of the chest and the abdomen as you breathe. You can also possibly sense the movement of the breath at the nostrils. So in this way, we are feeling ourselves breathing instead of simply thinking about it. And you will find that the mind naturally drifts off into thoughts. This is simply what the mind does. And as soon as you notice that the mind has wandered, simply returning to the immediacy of the breath. And bringing our awareness now to that of sensation. If there are any particular sensations that are calling your attention, allowing those sensations instead of your breath to become the primary subject of mindfulness. With a soft, open awareness, just feeling the sensations as they are. Noticing how they change from one moment to the next. We can be curious about what we're experiencing in relation to sensation in the body. And guiding our attention now to any emotion that may be present. Meeting those emotions with the same soft, open awareness, neither clinging nor resisting what is happening. Staying curious. As you pay attention, you may notice how the emotion may change moment to moment. Observing whatever is occurring, being present to thoughts, sensations, emotions, without getting caught up in any one of them. If any of these thoughts, sensations, or emotions become overwhelming, you can always come home to the breath. Here, returning to mindfulness in breathing. Another mindfulness practice that we explore in the MBSR, or Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction Program, is that of the body scan. It's best to practice the body scan in a secure, comfortable place where you will not be interrupted. This body scan meditation can be done lying down, sitting, or standing. We are guiding our attention through the body. It is important to remember not to try too hard to relax. This will only create tension. With each passing moment, you are just accepting what is happening in yourself, looking at it clearly, and seeing it as it is, because it's already here. It is a part of your experience in this moment, for better or for worse. Let go of the tendency which we all have of wanting things to be different from how they are right now, and allow things to be exactly as you find them. There is no right way to feel while you are doing this. In this guided body scan meditation, noting whatever sensations are there and just breathing with these sensations. If you're not feeling any particular sensation, experiencing not feeling. Most of all, maintain a sense of curiosity toward your experience. So coming to lying, sitting, or in a standing position, and guiding your attention to allowing the eyes to close if you feel comfortable with that. If you are lying down, letting the feet fall away from each other and slowly bringing your attention to the fact that you are breathing. Not trying to make it do anything special, sensing the rise and fall of the chest and the abdomen as you breathe. And on each out-breath, letting your body become heavy, sinking a little more into the mat or chair as you breathe out and let go. Guiding your attention now to your feet. Just becoming aware of the sensations there are in this region. Experiencing all parts of your feet, the toes, the soles of the feet, the inner and outer aspects of the ankles, the calves, the shins, moving up the legs all the way to the knees, the thighs, front and back. Just experiencing all of these regions as they are. Sensing the pressure of this region on the floor or the chair. Accepting these sensations you feel and breathing with them. Breathing into this region, and when you feel ready, just letting go of your feet, ankles, and legs as you breathe out. Bringing your attention to the region of the pelvis, becoming aware of the sensations in this region. Breathing with the entirety of your pelvis from one hip to the other. Directing the in-breath down into the pelvis and the hip area, and as you breathe out, letting your pelvis soften and release. letting the hips release, feeling the rise and fall of the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to soften as you exhale. Totally present in each moment, being right here as you are right now. Guiding your attention now to the fingers and hands. Feeling your fingers, the palms and backs of your hands. Becoming aware of any sensations now in the hands and fingers. Becoming aware of the wrists as well. Awareness of the forearms and elbows. And now the upper arms. Awareness here of any and all sensations, regardless of discomfort or problems with one region or another. Just experiencing your body as it is now. Breathing into this region of the arms and hands. And on the out-breath, letting go of any tension that might be there. Letting go of any thoughts that may come up, or whatever impulse there is to move or do something else. Experiencing yourself in this moment. Guiding your attention to the chest. You might be able to feel your rib cage in the back as well as in the front, expanding as you breathe in and contracting as you breathe out. Any tension or tightness or discomfort in the chest, letting it go as you breathe out. Including in your awareness the region of the back, the lower back, experiencing whatever sensations are here. Letting the breath move into every region of your lower back as you breathe in, and on the out-breath, letting go of any tension or holding on in the lower back. Moving to the upper back, feeling sensations in this region, and breathing with them. Breathing into the upper back, and on the out-breath, letting this region go. Bringing our attention to the shoulders. Experiencing the shoulders as they are. Breathing into the shoulders, and on the out-breath, letting any tension release as you breathe out. Moving on to the neck, the back of the neck, the throat. Feeling your neck and throat region in its entirety. Feeling the breath as it moves through the neck region to the chest and back out again. breathing down into this region of the neck, and on the out-breath, letting go of your neck as well. Becoming aware of your head region, the jaw, the chin, your mouth, the roof of your mouth, the back of your mouth, breathing into this region and letting it go on the out-breath. Becoming aware of the nose, feeling the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Becoming aware of your eyes, the space around your eyes, your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows. And if there's any tension in these areas, on the out-breath, just letting it leave as the breath leaves. Allowing your temples to let go. Breathing to your ears and letting them go as well. And now the forehead, letting it soften and widen. Allowing it to let go as you breathe out. And in this place of stillness, silence, open to things just as they are in each moment, feeling your entire body breathing from your head down to your feet, feeling complete, feeling whole, just as you are.